What's up, everybody? It's your boy, the Vanilla Twizzler, here to stir shit up with another episode of Point and Laugh, the show will make you a better Magic player and a worse person by means of verbal percussive maintenance. Today, we have a Tetsin deck that is actually a long-winded allegory for corporate America because a ridiculously contrived bid is the only reason to play that commander. Then, we have a CEDH Kitsa deck where the C stands for crappy. After that, we've got a Naya deck that finally has a good mana curve for terrible reasons. And finally, we have a bristly build deck that seeks to prove, actually, green's not that powerful. For everybody who subscribes while watching this video, I will allow one additional lumen of sunlight into the editing chamber. Mango! Do not get used to it. Here at Gnome Incorporated, we're on a mission to revolutionize the world. As a proud member of the global economy, we've planted our flags in over 30 countries because why settle for local? It's all about creating solutions that make life easier. Our most valuable asset? Our team of brilliant minds who work day and night to ensure that we remain at the cutting edge of profitability. That is a ton of words for I have an artifact combo in Cathar's Crusade. I swear to God, if you make me read 3 more paragraphs just to show me impact tremors, I'm gonna fuck you up, dude. Whenever a double-faced artifact ETBs mill 3, you can bring an artifact back, you can craft into a 6/6 with vigilance and trample, and whenever it ETBs or attacks, transform another double-faced artifact you control and make 2 gnome artifact creature tokens. I'm sure we're gonna have a very normal number of token doublers in this deck. Artifact lands, that's smart. Improvise, that's smart. Artificer class, that's pretty decent. Oh, and this is supposed to be scary. When we see them hit us with the dog shit, let's all keep in mind, they said scary. 3 steps ahead, Anim Pakal's a little f***ed up. Oh my god. This is just pure token vomit. Blue collar worker. My favorite blue collar worker, the Dick Crusher 9000. My favorite blue collar worker, Crash from Finding Nemo with a fucking death ray on his back. Chief Information Officer, Chief Security Officer, Company Jet. These tags are brilliant. Corporate restructuring. So this is all of our interaction. Chat GPT interaction list for sure, except for desync. Desync is definitely clever. Huh. Freedom factories. Okay, good. We have simulacrum synthesizer. Insider trading. I'll be honest, I've never seen this commander play, so just from the deck list, you are smoking something. Where did the Is It player hurt you? That you thought Mindbreak Trap was a good investment? Too big to fail. Visible hand of the free market. The incredibly visible, incredibly deadly hand of the free market. My favorite part of the Great Depression was when all those stockbrokers tried to jump off buildings and the Iron Giant stopped them and then tore them limb from limb. I think this incredible weight of stuff you have going on at 3 and 4 mana is probably going to make the deck a hair too slow to call it properly scary, but it might be at the low end of scary. So let's play test it and see how it goes. Okay, so we have Mox Opal to fix some colors. We can get access to 2 of anything. We'll try it. So turn 2, so now we have 3 artifacts. So we can get 3 mana, but 1 has to be blue. Probably Ornithopter to try to grow it. Overseer, I think that ticks up. And now we just lose the game. I think we hang nuts and die the next part of our combo. Okay, turn 5, we get Chromatic Lantern. And that guy gets bigger. And then turn 6, we'll say we had tapped Overseer appropriately. We could play Tetsin. I don't even know if it's the appropriate play for us. I think we just play Arkham Dagson. Turn 7, oh, we need white. So we'll leave the blue untapped. Turn 7, we'll do Anim Pakal. This guy's not a gnome. We'll make a gnome. We'll sacrifice our gnome. And we flop Portal to Phyrexia on the battlefield and tell everybody to suck 1. Okay, this hand looks a little bit better. Turn 2, I'll say we probably have a swing. We probably have at least 1 swing, and we get our first gnome soldier. Training center. I'm gonna get an Oltec Matter Weaver out. I can't decide, like, part of me is dismayed that Tetsin is doing so little for the deck. And then the other thing I'm considering, is it not more thematic that the CEO just sits back and never actually gets involved? and just reaps the W that was earned by the hard-working laborers of the deck itself, rather than the CEO actually doing anything. Yeah, that is 1000% the reason for the deck. So it is actually more on theme that we don't give a f about casting Tetsun. Tetsun does seem fun. I do not think enough double-faced artifacts in the game exist for him to be super worthwhile. He's just here to go on the posters, dude. He's just here to go on the posters. Isn't Anim Pakal 3 instead of 2? No, Fractal, you sound crazy. That's clearly 2 mana. Turn 4, we probably... Oh, we definitely Thopter Spy Network. Maybe we get like 2 through, because we're gonna swing with probably that guy, get a counter on Anim. Gnomes. Sacred Foundry. I mean, I'm gonna mechanize production Esper Sentinel, and then we win. Oh no, I would have to, because we aren't actually on 8 tokens. I would have to do one of the 1/1s. Tetsun is another victim of the elimination of block sets. True. Here at Gnome Incorporated, we see beyond color, except for white. I think this is perfect. I think this is one of the times where your flavoring of the deck perfectly parries any criticism I could have of it. Oh, your commander doesn't matter? He's the CEO of an international conglomerate. Why should he matter? He's just here to collect a check. You unfortunately have an appropriate land base. Like, oh, the deck itself is effectively just random artifact bullshit go. What is a corporation but a pile of meaningless synergies stacked on top of each other meant to produce things? Oh, your curve is really unwieldy? That's the corporate bureaucracy. That's white-collar office politics slowing down real change. A startup would have 1 mana and 2 mana spells. And international conglomerate? Everything takes 5 business days, dude. It's not 3 to 4 mana. It's 3 to 4 business days to get back to your email. I am going to downgrade you from scary to spooky, scary sometimes. Other than that, the deck is perfection. But none of this tomfoolery would be possible without my patrons, so let's wish a warm Yugi's blessings to Christian B, Ryan A, Adam S, aka A-Sauce for those in the know, Oberos the Overlord, Crimson Viper, Kyler Pyler, Derek H, Ilaren, Bradley T, Solar Movie, Score, Biggest Dickus, Zelenor, Ico, Kyle, Phelan, Jess H, Beta Dog 2064, I know that's not your name, but it's a branding issue, my man, I'm sorry. Oath, Boxy, in a box, Dad, Out for Milk, Bolus Brigade, Troper 37, Believe, Bo, Zach G, Talamar Von Geist, Beefcake, and Silky Wilkie. Thank you all, and enjoy the video. Autofire's deck, scary, sport-themed CEDH Kitsa, AutoBall Champion. It has, oh, are we mono blue? So we're not CEDH. So 1 to blue, Vigilance Prowess, draw a discard, copy a spell, but we need Kitsa's power to be higher. Game equipment is Soul Ring, the game ball, a knife, another ball, another knife, another ball, a clock, a signpost, and a necklace. I'm trying to imagine what type of weird malformed child of jousting and polo this game would have to be for the equipment to be a ring, 2 knives, 3 balls, a necklace, a clock tower, and a signpost. Like scavenger hunt, timed scavenger hunt meets find baubles meets stab each other meets polo. Shiv ball. There we go. Game-winning play. All right, we've got a ISO Rev combo, Pixis of Pandemonium. Okay, so the game-winning combo was I'm going to mill everybody infinitely. That is a CEDH level combo. AutoBall Antics. Maybe Counterspell, definitely draw a card. So we have a ton of, yeah, we're doing the normal prowess thing. Sport uniform. I got my braces, I got my boots, and I got my baubles. Perfect. Team Spirit. I love that. My favorite part of Team Spirit was when we did the beach episode and the beach exploded in a fantastic display of ley energy. That is also my favorite part of Team Spirit. Alright, training's good. Untapping's okay. Chronotog Totem. Eye of Ramos seems okay. Alright, so my qualm with this deck is that it is half, not even half. This deck is 95% adorable prowess deck, and it is 1% CEDH playable combo. and I'm worried that the twain do not meet often enough for this to be a cohesive experience. I feel like this is a deck where if you play it at a CEDH table, you are attempting to little bean yourself to be able to combo off. But the thing is, being a little bean isn't even a lie, because you couldn't f***ing do anything if somebody tries to kill you. Like, let's go to the playtest and see how it actually does. Okay, so alright, best opening possible. We turn 1, land Soul Ring Braces. With our other floating colorless, I'd probably we'll cast Wayfarer's Bauble. It's turn 2. The Rogsai player has already attempted to win for the 8th time, and the Timnacron player has stopped them for the 8th time. We have Isochron Scepter. That's good, but we don't have what we need to imprint upon it. Illusionist Braces. We copy this ability. We draw. We discard Obsessive Search. Cast it, draw a card, and then we draw and we discard. I'm probably gonna discard Patchwork Banner just because it's a little slow. It's turn 3. Maybe turn 4 is gonna be the big turn. It's turn 3. We've not done anything combo relevant. We've not made a win attempt that anybody needs to stop. And we've also, if anybody else had gone for a win, we wouldn't have had anything to say about it. That is a tough spot to be. Because it's one thing to go, okay, I'm not going to try to win early, but generally, if you're not trying to win early, you need to have a little bass in your voice to talk to Todd about his turn 1 win attempts. Ooh, this is rough. I'm going to give you one more chance. In a CEDH situation, we're going to give you the benefit of the doubt that you are mulliganing for good cards. I think untapping on non-creatures is going to save us. I'll do it, and I'll put Consider on top. So now it's turn 5. Whenever we cast a non-creature spell, we untap all our autos, so we can begin playing AutoBall. So I'm going to draw and discard. So we cast Ponder. We untap this. She's getting bigger. We could copy Ponder. Copying Ponder feels quite bad, but I don't think we have a better thing to use our mana on. So we look at the top 3. We're gonna shuffle that. We draw. Okay, Fierce Guardianship. Yeah, I think this is a spooky, or dare I say it, silly deck that has a CEDH combo in it. This is like a streaker running through the football field and saying that they're messy. Interestingly enough, I think this deck could both win individual games of CEDH, and also would lose to precons. This combo is incredibly inconsistent. Incredibly. I think we got Muddle the Mixture, and that's it. We got Muddle the Mixture and a Dream. I would probably just back away from the combo and double down on the sport theming, because I like the sport theming. The sport theming's nice, and I think I broadly agree with what most of your tags say they do. And I think the sport theming could still work if you just did either Voltron Prowess or you had some other type of card draw payoff. Like, you could really easily make some type of spooky deck where the payoffs were something like Ominous Seas or something like Chasm Skulker. This is the deck for the guy who says, I used to play college ball, you know? Yeah, this deck is that one guy in the bar who keeps a VHS tape of that one time he picked up a fumble and ran it 90 yards for a touchdown in like an AFL game. But right now it's, I hit this combo, or the rest of the table gets to have their way with me. Yeah, I think CEDH, this is not. It's trying to be something it's not meant to be, and I think it's a good auto deck. I think it's a good auto deck that is too focused on the outcome. It needs to get focused on the journey. Keatsa needs to be playing AutoBall for the love of the game, and not just to try to win the game. It's not the scene of Ratatouille that I wanted to see. It's the scene of Ratatouille where all the rats explode out of the fucking sewers. It's Baylen. I think you can figure it out. You bet your ass I can. Okay, so Baylen gets to tap tokens for benefits. Which benefits are we gonna get? Literally all of them. The bunnies are inexorable. I hate you. The bunnies deem you unworthy. I hate you. 3 pieces of removal because we're the problem. 3 pieces of targeted removal for any turn 1 plays any of your friends have. Beast Within if you want to hit a fucking land. And then Racist Board Wipe. The bunnies get swole. I'm sure that 50. I think what makes me the most angry about this is the curve is perfect. The curve on 50 Heir Apparents is absolutely perfect. Because what do I say about your mana curve? It shouldn't compete with your commander. You want to play Baylen turn 3? Hey, guess what? Half your deck wants to get played on turn 2. Yeah, sure. The monument to I am an idiot. I am an idiot baby who loves bunnies. And then every doubler. I'm not even reading your tag, go f yourself. I'm sure this land base is great. The bunnies will not die. Let's just play test it and see if we get a hand with anything but Heir Apparent in it. I'm shocking you with this land just to make you lose the life. I'm getting another shock land. You're going down to 37. I'm gonna kill you with your own deck before you get these Heir Apparents out. Hey, look, guys. 1 Heir Apparent has hit the tower. Hey, look, guys. A second Heir Apparent. With pain in my heart, I do believe we have now gone infinite on Heir Apparents. It's turn 6. Fuck it, draw a card. Fuck it, draw a card. Fuck it, draw. Oh, look, Heir Apparent. Who could have fucking guessed? Yeah, you get to the point where you can play them and draw them. So at 6 Heir Apparents, we can both play a Heir Apparent and draw a new Heir Apparent. So this is our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is our 8th. So we're gonna make 7, which means we get our next and we draw a card. We get our next, we draw a card, we have some left over. Get our next, draw a card, some left over. Get our next, draw a card, some left over. Get our next, draw a card, some left over. Get our next. This curve, you may not like it. This is what peak performance looks like. Immediately, what in the actual f are you doing? Seek help, go outside. If you want to stop me, you'll have to counterspell Kodama's Reach. Big, large, McHuge. Trample, double power, double target power, X times, double the power. Deforestation. Why are we non-bowing ourselves? Okay, Broken Bond, good interaction. Sorcery speed's kind of rough, but whatever. 2 mana. Great. Crop rotation, I'm sure you will not do anything nasty with that. Awaken the Woods, good. Tumbleweed's good. I mean, yes, for Bristly Bill, if you want to stop him, you'll have to counterspell the Kodama's Reach. Fucking loot is here too. We have 9 creatures. Scape Shift. Stacking paper. We can put more counters on. We keep our counters, more counters, more counters. This card did not need to fucking exist. Like, I need us to be so chill. Why the fuck is Scythecat Club better than the OG? Why is the 2 mana baby a better option than fucking Knife Hand McScrungle over here? Because this is just landfall get 1. This is landfall get 1 on whatever, and if it happens a second time, this is fucking the Gojo Satoru of the Scythecat clan. Okay, and then Vorinclex. You shouldn't be running 40 basics, but I'm just gonna speed by that because I like the tag. He has that young man energy. He has that potential in him, as evidenced by his glowing eyes. Okay, we have Haste, we have Archdruid's Charm, we have Kodama, and we have Bear Umbra. I'm not gonna spend too much time making fun of the premise, because the premise is I'm green, I'm a bad person, I want to kill you with a hammer. I think what's probably the issue here is based on the number of creatures we have, it looks like Bristly Bill is our most common target for the 1/1 counters. Why is Bristly Bill $42? Because he goes in every single green deck that plays lands and he makes it explode. I think in Commander especially, it's way better to have multiple things on your board that are problematic. You would much rather force a board wipe than you would force a Swords to Plowshares or something like that. And so if the whole deck is I'm going to ramp into Bristly Bill and I'm going to use Bristly Bill to drop lands and get Bristly Bill really big, then yeah, your whole day's over as soon as they have 1 blocker. What the hell is this curve, brother? I'm gonna do Colony Heart turn 3. Okay, pretend I played that correctly. So we have 1 counter on Bill. We have 2 counters on this. We play Exploration. We drop an additional land. We sack it. We get lands to field tapped. We're up to 4 counters on Bill. Then we can cultivate. Then we pass. We're up to... No! We're up to 5 counters, 5 or 6 counters on Bill. Drop another one. And now we have no card draw, save for Spelunking. Oh look, a land, because we have 40. We can play 2 lands, get it up to 8. We can play Bear Umbra. Wow, we're untapping all of our lands. Very scary. We're sacrificing this forest to get 2 more forests, and now we are fucking hellbent. We have 1 massive bristly bill, and we have nothing else going for us. So what I'm gonna recommend to you for the makeover, this is gonna be less of a roast and more of one of those house flipping shows where we're gonna move the bus and the deck is gonna actually work in Commander. What I'm gonna recommend to you, more low drop creatures, maybe 1 or 2 fewer lands. And what we really want is we do not want Bristly Bill to be the, what's the right allegory here? Because he is still kind of going to be the quarterback because he's going to be throwing counters at everybody, but we do not want him to be the front man. We don't want him to be running out first, and we don't want him to be the person delivering damage. We want Bristly Bill to be the fluffer. We want Bristly Bill to fluff your entire deck, get them big and strong, and then they're gonna take their big old meat mallets and kill everybody else with them. I'm sorry to say, Boxy, you need some goddamn sleep. That deck looks like it was built with an entire bottle of NyQuil and the word ramp scrawled onto your forearm in Sharpie.